testimony to the value of AEDs. So with that, we'll go ahead and start with Stacy Cryer.
Thank you, Ms. Angelo.
Thank you. My name is Stacy Cryer. I'm the Public Health Branch Director for Health and Human Services. And we did have a PowerPoint presentation. We appear to be having difficulties, but I think that you all have a copy of it. I'm going to breeze through it pretty quickly in respect of your time this morning, as I know you're running late. Automatic external defibrillators, or AEDs, treat victims of sudden cardiac arrest. Sudden cardiac arrest can happen anywhere to anyone at any time, without warning, without symptoms, and regardless of age or general health. Sudden cardiac arrest is most often caused by VFib, an irregular quivering heart rhythm. And defibrillation, an electric shock to the heart, is the definitive treatment for VFib, which can be accomplished with AEDs. Sudden cardiac arrest is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. AEDs work by automatically analyzing the patient's heart rhythm, determining whether a shock is needed, and uses voice and screen prompts to guide the rescuer through the process. Survival rates can drop up to 10% per minute when CPR and defibrillation are delayed. First responders or ambulance crews may not reach the victim of a sudden cardiac arrest in time to prevent brain injury or death. Again, where AEDs can be used to accomplish this in a much quicker mechanism. The AEDs units that we will purchase come with a cabinet, an LED display, voice prompt advisory messages, defibrillation pads and cables, long life batteries, and they're wall mounted with alarms for drawing attention to the emergency. And they have high visibility and good signage. The EMS agency will be responsible for the program management and training for the AED program. There's medical director oversight. There's monthly AED tracking. There's maintenance of the equipment, part of which will be accomplished by routine maintenance that will be done by the people on site that are currently doing the building safety portion of that building. There's AED pad battery replacements, there's quality assurance oversight, and there is currently under Title 22 CPR and AED training for at least 3 employees per location that is required. Title 22 is the one that governs the AED management, and it mandates oversight of all PAD programs by the local EMS agency, which we have through Coastal Valley's EMS. He's catching up with me. And that's it for my presentation. We're going to talk about the buildings that we're going to place the AEDs in around the county, but I'm going to let Carmel do that during her closing. So right now, what I'd like to do is bring up Chuck Savage and Sam Barnett. Thank you.
Good morning. My name's Sam Barnett. I'm the EMS coordinator for Mendocino County for the Coastal Valley's EMS region, and we're helping Health and Human Services and Community Health to set up an AED, PAD, public access defibrillation program for county facilities. And I'd like to introduce Chuck. Mr. Savage is a AED survivor. 5 years ago, he collapsed at the Redwood Health Club, and rapid application of the AED and good CPR saved Mr. Savage, and he wouldn't be here today, I think, without having had that machine available. So Chuck, please come up.
Good morning, Mr. Savage.
Use that term loosely around you.
We've known each other too long, Chuck.
Yeah, the key word is too. I was leaving the health club 5 years ago, July, and I don't remember any of this, but I I had a stress test and everything was fine, the doctor said. So I'm leaving the health club, and apparently I fell over, broke a table with my head, which I'm extremely proud of. Anyway, and then this John fellow down at the health club had one of these defibrillators. And him and, I can't even think now, I have a lot of short-term memory loss. Anyway, they got me going. If it wasn't for that, if they'd have waited till the ambulance crew got there, I really don't believe I'd be here. Unfortunately, or fortunately. But anyway, yeah, it's a real good idea. And the kid working, John, he was an EMT. And they caught me right there in the front lobby. So, any questions?
Supervisor
Are you the Chuck Savage that used to be on the radio?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did I insult you on there?
No.
I'll be right
Maybe
back.
you did. I'll have to say.
I'll be back. So any questions at all? Okay, well, I'm all for this because my granddaughter likes me if nobody else does. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck. I just want to show you, this is what an AED looks like. This is a training AED, but it's a very small, compact, and life-saving device, so we hope we can get them up in most county facilities. Thank you.
And one thing that's neat about these AEDs
Gentlemen,
Dr. Martin.
you've never been short of words, Doctor.
Really, thank you. One thing that's really good about these AEDs, they take you through the new kind of CPR specifications. That we've changed our recommendations for CPR. It's become obviously much more valuable. So it actually prompts people to do appropriate CPR in the newest appropriate fashion. And I think hopefully over time, there'll be 3 people at every building trained, but hopefully over time we can not only incorporate more people into that training, but in that also give them CPR training at all the sites, which I think you need this AED, but you also need CPR. And another positive thing about CPR, I think in a year or two, you'll have elimination of the breathing component of CPR. It'll only be chest compressions. That's probably all that works. So that's a huge barrier to people wanting to learn CPR, the idea of doing mouth-to-mouth. That's